Hey, I'm Shannon Hallstein. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm a visual development artist and character designer. I've been professionally creating for about 5 years now. I did some freelance while I was still in school at the Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia. Shout out to my bees. And I did an internship at Hasbro my junior year there, 3D design internship, and then went back and finished up my animation degree as well as completing my VizDev portfolio on the side. And I applied for a VizDev trainee program at DreamWorks Television, and then have been working professionally since then. It's been a wild ride, but it's been so much fun. So 90% of the time I am working digitally, but sometimes I like to get out the old sketchbook and sketch the off hours and just feel that real feeling of graphite against paper again, because there's just nothing like it. But I do want to dig into gouache a little bit more and incorporate that into my workflow down the line if I have the time, and someday that might happen. But for now, mainly Photoshop and Procreate are the tools that I use. I'm definitely an early bird. I like to get up early and get up with the sun and get a jump start on the day. That's just when my brain is functioning the best and I'm most productive and feel like I can get the most done. I'd have to say that summer's my favorite season just because the sun's always out, you can go to the beach, and it's the time to be outside. I just can't get enough of it. I'm definitely a little bit of both. I grew up doing lots of my own traditional work, large-scale acrylic paintings, as well as sketching in my sketchbook almost every day. And my own personal study was a good foundation, I think, before getting into art school at the Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia, where I studied animation and also took VizDev classes and illustration classes to round it out. This is a really hard question because there's so many that I love, but I did watch a lot of sci-fi films with my dad growing up. We watched a lot of Star Wars, and he tried to get me into Star Trek, and that didn't really work. But we watched Princess Bride a lot together, and I'd have to say that's probably one of my favorites, and we can probably both recite that film to each other back and forth if we wanted to. But I think my favorite movie of all time would have to be DreamWorks' Prince of Egypt. I think that's an absolutely almost perfect execution of 2D animation at its highest peak. And it's stunning to look at, and I'll never not want to watch it. Oh, go-to comfort food. I would say probably shepherd's pie. I really love a good shepherd's pie. It's something that's close to my heart because my mom used to make it for us a lot growing up. Really anything my mom makes is a go-to comfort food for me. I'm always happy to go home and eat her home-cooked meals. It's a wonderful thing to have. I think the first time I went to go see Tangled in the theaters was when I knew deep down I wanted to be part of animation in some shape or form. And I didn't know exactly what that was at that moment, but I knew I wanted to be a part of that process in some way. And I figured it out, but it took a couple of tries. I think it really depends on what I'm painting that day or what projects I'm working on or how many I have to get done. As long as I'm being inspired by what I'm listening to at that moment, it doesn't really matter to me what I'm hearing. Sometimes I like silence if it's going to help me focus better. So for example, if I'm painting a fantasy scene, I might put on some movie soundtracks, or if I'm painting something very bright and colorful and energetic, I might put on some electronic pop music. Just anything to get me into the mood of what I'm painting or drawing is all I care about. I think the project I'm working on right now which I'm not at the liberty to talk about, is going to be my favorite and project I'm most proud of. I think it's going to give families, both kids and adults, just another positive outlook on life. And it's something I'm just really looking forward to sharing with the world. And the team I'm working with is, I know, just as excited about it as I am. And the passion is strong, so I'm very excited to be a part of it.